안녕하세요 여러분, 드디어 모두가 기다려온 Fsd V14.2 버전이 초기 차량들에 배포되기 시작했습니다. 이 영상은 캘리포니아의 복잡한 도로를 1시간 동안 주행한 풀 영상입니다. 이번 V14.2의 핵심은 바로 신뢰성입니다. 가장 중요한 변화는 신경망 비전 인코더가 고해상도 기능을 활용하여 긴급 차량 경찰, 구급차를 인지하고 스스로 갓길로 빠지는 프로토콜이 추가되었다는 점입니다. 또한 복잡했던 비보 좌회전과 차량 진입 제한 구역 처리가 대폭 개선되어 이제 사람보다 더 노련하고 부드럽게 운전하는 모습을 보실 수 있습니다. 이 1시간 주행 영상에서는 V14.2가 놀랍게 처리하는 긴급 차량 대응, 복잡한 주차장 진입, 그리고 예상치 못한 도로 잔해물 회피 장면들이 포착되었습니다. 지금 바로 함께 확인해 보시죠.
About the Tesla, and although I didn't really feel too much of that on 14.1.7, it was definitely still present. But it definitely wasn't as bad as the initial rollout of 14.1. So we're gonna head into Red Lion here, and the new V4 supercharger is down in Shrewsbury, Pennsylvania. So in-car nav says it's 13 miles, 24 minutes, not 23 minutes. So we'll arrive there around 10:45. I'm really excited to see what improvements come from this new version. There was also an addition to 14.2 that didn't have anything to do with the full self-driving operation per se, but now it also tracks your percentage of time using FSD and your mileage. So really happy about that, really excited about that. A lot of people have been asking for that kind of feature. I'm actually kind of surprised that Tesla didn't implement that sooner, but now we finally have it and we're looking good. So just really excited to have this new version. We're going to call it on a school zone here actually. I'm not super sure if it'll be active at this time. Looks like it isn't. This route's actually going to take us down Winterstown Road, so I think the way back we'll probably hit the highway. I'll try to prioritize that, but I would definitely like to see the vehicle. A little upset with that there. I think it should have slowed down to 25 a little sooner, but it's okay. Here we go. Here will be our first challenge. We have a construction zone here. Doesn't look like it's going to impact us too much. It looks like they're just doing some paving. Little service center to my left. But anyway, we're going to take the back roads down to Shrewsbury, and then we will hit the highway on the way back. I'm going to try to add some additional stops in between just to see how it navigates everything, but overall we'll see how it goes. The difference, not related to the full self-driving update here, but the new Shrewsbury superchargers are V4. I charge at a V2, so I'm really excited to see how fast this car can get charged. And so I live in a smaller town in Pennsylvania, a very rural town. Electric vehicles aren't too prevalent around here. This is only the second supercharger in my entire county. So I actually was laughing the other day because I don't have at-home charging currently. My fiance and I rent our townhome, and so we just don't have access to it currently. I've been working with the leasing office on it, but I think anyone who's rented knows how leasing offices are with implementing improvements for their residents. But to keep going, this V4 Ford supercharger is located in a Walmart shopping center. It's a pretty large shopping center. I grew up down that way, so I grew up going to that Walmart. Something that's pretty interesting is people are complaining about the positioning of the superchargers, and I think it kind of shows how poorly educated people are on supercharging. Supercharging's obviously gotten a lot faster over the past couple of years. So, you know, it's not like with a supercharger you need to be in a grocery store for 45 minutes for your car to completely charge. More or less, you know, now you can probably put your car in and go grab a burger or something. Like mirrors folded because that's my barber shop. Good job there. That was tight. Good job there by Fsd. Anyway, so people were complaining about the positioning of the supercharger in the parking lot, saying that the supercharger should be on the outskirts of the parking lot. The superchargers aren't even in front of Walmart, which I think maybe not with the V4, but you know, the only stores that are in front of the supercharger are a GNC, the General Nutrition Center. I worked there in college for 3 years and I really enjoyed it, but there's a Mexican restaurant, there's like a pet store, a liquor store, so you know, if your battery's preconditioned and you walk into a liquor store or you walk into the pet store to grab dog food or whatever it may be, or go into GNC to grab some protein powder, you know, you might be in there 10 or 15 minutes and your car will pretty much be finished charging by that point. And you know, I just think it's funny because people act like you know, these chargers are taking up the prime parking spots at the Walmart, which is pretty funny. And I actually argued in that group that, you know, the chargers aren't even close to the entrance of the Walmart. They're not on the outskirts of the parking lot. They're not in front of the primary reason people go to that shopping center. So I didn't really understand why people complained about it. And then there was somebody who said that there's a low voltage, or you know, low powered, 11.5 kilowatt, very low level charger at my grocery store, and I use it pretty much every time I go. You know, if I'm in the grocery store for an hour, I'll get 7 to 10% depending on the situation, depending on the environment, all that stuff. And somebody said that they park their non-EV there because it says EV charging, not EV charging only. And somebody replied to that person and said, well, if there's only one gas pump left, I hope an electric vehicle takes that last gas pump, so you have to wait. And I just think it's funny how spiteful people are, especially some of these gas car owners that just hate electric vehicles. It's very funny to hear just how incredibly spiteful they are when it comes to EV charging and the positioning of the parking lot. You know, I think those are probably the same people who complain about laziness in today's world, which I find kind of ironic and sort of hypocritical. So we'll see how it is when we get down there. I haven't been there yet, so I'm excited to see how it is. But so we're on Winterstown Road right now. I don't know why that truck chose to go and finally up there on that turn, but this is a 45-mile-an-hour speed limit, so I'm actually going to pump this up to hurry because we do have a car behind me. I feel like, you know, anywhere between 50 and 55 is pretty good rate of speed. experience, but I am interested to see how it impacts it. So if you live in a colder climate and you've experienced some range loss or some change in how your vehicle, I guess, maintains range in the colder weather, be sure to leave a comment below and let me know what your experience is with it. I know that Tesla's made a lot of engineering improvements over the years to kind of combat that. The heat pump a few years ago was big. I believe that was with the 2021 Model Y, if I recall correctly. But I'm sure that with tech like that, it's probably not as bad as what people make it seem to be. I will say that since the weather's gotten colder, I do feel like I have lost range a little quicker, and that percentage has gone down maybe a tad quicker, but it hasn't been anything super impactful. I haven't been really upset with anything thus far. But as I said, we just had our first freeze earlier this week, so I've only had a few days to deal with it. But you know, it's 46 degrees up here. I'm in southern PA. I'm about 10 minutes from the Maryland line where I am right now. So I guess I should call it being predictable. I talk a lot about the in-car nav with Tesla and some of the complaints that I have with it, but I also want to highlight that it really does a pretty good job of bringing me to showing me new routes to get to the same places. I believe this is going to take me the same way that I would usually go. And I'll also take a right on West Hill Street and then the left on the Swamp Road, which will bring me to where the super Dollar General is like the weirdest places. It's a very strange place for a Dollar General. In Western PA, the Flight 93 Memorial place I like to go a few times a year. I like to take somebody to it every year, or every time I go. I try to go 3 or 4 times a year, but there's a Dollar General out there. There's really nothing out there. If you know the story of that flight, that's pretty much the reason passengers took the hijack. Those rural areas. It looks like that PennDOT vehicle is actually new, so we're not going to get to see it FSD. But for what it's worth, I do think it should have turned left, or at least stopped until that traffic was gone. The oncoming traffic turned left into the left lane around the PennDOT vehicle and proceeded with the route. So no harm, no foul. We're going to get to the supercharger a couple minutes later than expected. It's really no big deal. When you're pulling, like if you're in a grocery store parking lot, if you want to enable auto parking, you simply touch the spot and do that. But one thing that I've been kind of requesting, and I know a lot of other drivers have been requesting, is the ability for the vehicle to remember a parking space. So this is especially prevalent with renters who have assigned parking spots. I probably have a 50% success rate of whether the car pulls into the correct spot at my townhouse. But it's kind of reliant So we're going to be at 13% when we arrive, and we are going to charge to 90. Slight mishap with the GoPro there, so we're back. As I was saying, we're going to charge from 13 to 90, so we'll see how long it takes with the V4. Really excited to try the V4. I've only had the pleasure of charging at a V4 one other time. When I had the Cybertruck 48-hour demo drive, I charged it when Fort Middleton, Pennsylvania, just off 76 towards Pittsburgh on the Turnpike. This is the first time I'm charging at a V4 in this vehicle. I love that Fsd has a lot of couth, a lot of manners when it comes to charging. Alright, we've arrived, so we'll be back when we're done. Right away, really great job of watching this truck that was pulling. V4 was very fast, had some really great charging rates from it, and I was really impressed with everything. I would like to do maybe a bit more of a deeper dive on how much time it takes for the same percentage at the V2. I'm still there for a good 30 minutes, but I was pretty low. So I was charging almost full battery. It was from 13 to 9, so 77%. So obviously that's going to take a good bit of time. charged to about 85%, so 13 to 85, I guess. It cost me $25.45 a kilowatt hour. I'm telling you, those off-peak charging rates are super, super valuable. Biggest arguments for having FSD is for that particular stretch of roadway, because I absolutely hate traveling on that portion of Route 30. I'm gonna push up in a hurry now. There's a little bit of traffic behind me, so from 65 to 55. We're going to stay in the left lane. I don't feel like I had this particular issue. I'm not really going to actually refer to this issue for now. I think there might be a reason why it's staying in the left lane here. But I didn't have any complaints really on 14.1. to turn left.